So I found a speaker on the side of the road. Jackpot. Except the top and the bottom just sort of flop around and it doesn't stay connected. But hey, free speaker. If somebody throws something away, usually it's because it doesn't work. So, step one, plugging in power and seeing if it works. This is what happens. First impressions, those are not good sounds, but luckily the board is conveniently exposed so we can take a look and see if there's anything wrong with it. And right away you can see there's some red quick disconnect connectors that have been quick disconnected. So you just plug them right back in and then, see if that fixes everything. Cowabunga, it's charging. Unfortunately, that's not the end of it, because the problem with the speaker is actually more to do with the housing than it is to do with the electronics. The previous owner ripped the bottom part of this right off the speaker. You can see that some of the screws are still in the bottom, and the rest of them are connected to the bottom of the speaker. So, I don't know, maybe I should be happy I still got them all. My guess here is that when the speaker was previously assembled, this quick disconnect must have just popped off or something, and then whoever owned the speaker at the time couldn't figure out how to access the screws to check what was wrong, so they just grabbed it super tight, and by the power of Grayskull, ripped it right off, just tearing the screw posts out, leaving some of the screws in the base of the speaker, and some of the screws in this bottom part here. So here's a hot tip: if you find yourself in a similar situation, check underneath any stickers. This one actually has a little rubber sticker on the bottom, and all you got to do is peel it up to see where the screws are. If you're having trouble, fret not, for there is a tool for this job. It's called a spudger. That's what I'm using here. I'm using the iFixit spudger, but you can also use just a flathead screwdriver. That'll work as well, just so you can get under the lip there, get a little bit of leverage, and peel the sticker back. Now, since the previous owner here didn't have a spudger, and they decided to disassemble this with a baseball bat, it made it a little bit tricky to put it back together. There were no screw posts anymore, which meant I had to get a little creative. What I decided to do was use some longer screws that would actually press against the very base itself. And yes, I used Robertson screws because they don't strip, and I am Canadian. It just required an extra 10 seconds of work so that I could put a little recess in for the screw so that it would sit flat. And when you put the sticker back down, you'd never know it was there. And voila. Another piece of perfectly good technology saved from the dump. If you would like to see me save more stuff from the dump, or you think the word dump is just plain old funny, please like and subscribe. And until next time, hasta la vista, baby.